That's a clapper. This is where we produce the steel components required for the various interior parts of the container, and also what we produce for the sunhat. One of the things we're very passionate about is building stuff here ourselves, to make stuff here in our workshop, to make stuff here in Europe. It's very for a long time been the model to outsource work, to basically have separate businesses do separate parts. I'm a strong believer, we're strong believers in that we're going to have as much done in-house as possible. It gives us a lot of flexibility for production of custom parts. So inside the containers on the sunhat frame, we have an idea for a change, we just make this change right away. And today I'd like to just show you a little bit around this workshop here and what we produce around here. The building process starts with steel, raw steel. And raw steel can either come pre-cut, or well, you get it in lengths, in 12 meter lengths. In this case here, we've got them in 5, and we get them in 7 meter lengths. That works well with cutting them further down without having too much wastage. The steel has a cost per cut that you have to consider, and we have a saw over there where we cut all this. So basically, this is enough for 6 sunhat structures, what we have here. But it's quite a lot of steel when you add it up, and many hundreds of meters of this. But even though it's a lot of steel, it doesn't take a long time to process. And process, that means cutting it, spot welding it, making the final weld, setting it off to be galvanized, and then it's ready. And of course that means that it's an Off-Grid Europe certified product, which has been engineered here, it's been tested, it's been designed by our engineers in statics, calculated and all this kind of stuff, rated for 180 kilometers an hour wind speed. But yeah, this is where we keep the stock. As you can see right now, this is still stocked on the floor. In the future, we're going to put shelves up here, but this is such a new workshop, and you know, it's still a low budget operation. So right now, we're standing on the floor. Hopefully, in about a half a year's time, we'll all be standing nicely on shelves. So the sunhat structure is comprised of a bunch of different steel elements. And some of these are we call them uprights, horizontals, which are, these ones are attached to the container. These are hot, like really hot right now. They're just done welding. And this section here is what attaches to the bottom part of the container, and this is what attaches to the top of the container. So what happens with this section here and some other different types we have is, we get them as raw steel. This is 3mm steel, and this then gets cut here, gets welded together with the laser cut parts, and then it first gets tack welded, and then it gets spot welded, and then it gets put together afterwards. The welding seams, as what you can see right here, are joined up completely, and now it's a structural integrity. Now, it still has some rust and whatever on it, but now we're going to take it to the galvanization plant, and then it's going to get a good coat of galvanization, and it's going to look like this. There you go, look, galvanized, just like that. Now the item has been galvanized, which means that we can now take it to the packing area, where it gets put together with all the different parts and components that we have that go into a sunhat structure. So once the goods have been welded together, they get packed like this onto wood blocks, get tied together, and then they get sent off to the galvanizing specialist, and then they come back in blocks pretty much packed like they are right now, and then they get further separated into the shipments for the various villages that the things are going to. For example, this is 4 legs, this is enough for 3 kits that we have right now. Once the steel returns from the galvanization, we take the steel and break it up into the various containers that are going to the various villages. Yeah, so that was a little explainer of how steel production takes place here at Off-Grid Europe. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
In the next episode, we give you an update from the factory floors, the first 4 containerised systems near completion, and offer a sneak peek into what our research and development team are up to. Be sure to subscribe to our Off-Grid Europe YouTube channel for further developments.